Hey guys, this is Austin. No, I'm kidding. I'm not Austin. What's up, guys? Alex here from thetechnoclass.com, and I bought a new case, mid-size ATX case with 7 expansion ports. This is the Tecware Nexus, not the Nexus M. The Nexus M has what? 4 expansion ports. This has 7 expansion ports for a full ATX experience. 2,000 pesos, which basically means what? $40? Yeah, $40. Pretty affordable full ATX case, and it has a tempered glass, so we'll check it out. This isn't sponsored by Tecware, but yeah, we'll check it out, and I think it's a pretty cool case. You know, it is my sweet cap. It's got POV. Okay, mga kuya, here is our Tecware Nexus. If you're not familiar with the brand, Tecware is available in some Asian markets, primarily in the Philippines. Get your cases out like this. You turn the box upside down and you slowly lift the box off the case. And voila! All you gotta do is turn the case to the side like this, 190-degree counterclockwise, and there's the top of our case right there. If I were you, I'd get the black version because this mix of colors, white and black, is kind of, you know, a little weird because some components do remain black. Oh, there's a little bit of a gash already over here. I can see it. There's the tempered glass. Nothing protecting it from either side, so you got to be careful. And you got to keep it clean. There's a little bit of paint on the perimeter of it, and that is definitely like pretty decent thick glass here. What is this? What? There's a button for RGB that doesn't work? Huh? This should be magnetic. This little flap right here. Oh, that's nice. So we have a little magnetic filter on the top here. Very nice. So the material of the magnet seems to be what you would normally get from a refrigerator magnet. Seems like the metal panel is pretty okay. We have the breathing holes over here. So this is where the case breathes through. And we have 2, I believe, 120mm fans, pretty good. They are connected via Molex or 3-pin PWM, so that's nice. You can have PWM, PWM is important these days. We have standoffs already in place, very nice. We have a nice sort of white little, motherboard mounting area here. And this is the first time I've ever seen a plastic PCIe cover. To be honest, 2,000 pesos, this is a pretty good looking case regardless, even though we do have a little bit of scratch over there and more plastic over here. I think this might be even, the front might even be plastic here. We got a Tecware logo in front right there. And this is a relatively, lightweight case, but it seems pretty decent. The build quality seems very solid. Like I said, 2 120mm fans, which is nice. You generally don't get, free fans. Maybe even 140mm. I can't tell. Very nice PWM fans. We do have another PWM fan on the back for exhaust, and I believe you can mount some more fans up here, but I don't think you can add water cooling up in there, because you wouldn't have the clearance. Rubber grommets over here for cable management, very nice. I like that. We have some rubber grommets or no grommets over here. We have some cable through holes over here for your audio, for your power stuff. We have a PSU sort of shroud here, but you can also see the branding on the PSU, which is kind of cool. Here is the back. Okay, not bad. It's kind of thin, but definitely seems like better quality than the one I bought from Sharkoon. Here is a quick sort of guide inside the box, inside the case itself. Kind of a decent 4-page. You could kind of call this a 4-page thing. The PCIe covers you just pop out. These are not replaceable, so you just pop these out and these are gone forever. So that's why they gave you a PCI cover. And we have a big QC Pass sticker right there, because why the heck not? And this is the plastic front. Like I said, the coloring is slightly different than the actual metal, which is a little sad. But, you know, you do get what you pay for. 2,000 pesos doesn't get you much. And here is the cover. Look, so we can see what's inside here, and you can see what's inside the RGB button, which is nothing. So I don't know what that's for. Okay, so we're pushing through now. Man, okay, that is the, okay, it is still magnetic. So this is a very, okay, so kind of an interesting magnetic mesh filter again. So the magnets do line up, but it's kind of weird because it doesn't even like, right. So it's not like cut to exact size, or it's cut to too much of an exact size. It's harder to get it in line there. So there's no easy way to pull the mesh. I might just mod it by adding like a little tab. So you can pull on the tab so you can get the mesh out. But, you know, honestly, it's very hard to get mesh filters with magnets for these kinds of cases. So I do applaud Tecware for giving us that feature. Not the most highest quality like materials here, but it's got so many features. It's got the tempered glass, a full window, a power supply shroud, 2 magnetic mesh filters, 3 extra fans that you don't need to buy anymore, rubber grommets, which are very rare. Even my case doesn't have rubber grommets, and a PSU shroud, and looks like we have another filter here that is not magnetic. This time you just pull it off the back. There we go. We have rubberized feet, and there we go. I don't see any hard drive and like SSD like mounting points over here. So it looks like your SSD mounting points will be behind here, maybe here? I don't know, I've never seen mounting points here. And of course, these are for your 3.5mm drives. Oh, okay, all right. And there you go, let's build something on it. I have a Ryzen build waiting to have another case on it because it is on a Sharkoon right now. And I'll build something on this, and maybe I'll time-lapse it so you can see, and then we'll do another, you know, final thoughts on the Nexus, the Tecware Nexus case. All right, guys, so here it is. This is the full build
of the Tecware Nexus. This is the full-size one with the 7 ports, PCIe expansion ports with the tempered glass. And it looks super duper clean. Now, I do have some issues with this case. This is not the best case I've ever worked on. But after you finished completing it, you finished building on it, it is mega ultimate clean. Look at this. So I got the Aorus Gigabyte X370 Gaming 5 because the Aorus is actually sort of silver, white, and black. And that fits very, very well with our white and black case. Now, I got some complaints here, a few of them. Number one is the major issue. The SSD mounting solution is terrible, horrible. It's the worst. First of all, it's so hard to get in there and put your SSD in so you can screw it from behind. It's like super impossible, and if you're not flexible or dexterous, it's gonna be one of the hardest things to put into your case. But that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is plugging the SATA cables and the power cable to your SSD, because the grommets, the rubber grommets behind there, are actually in the way of the cables. There's no allowance for the cable to go in. So I had to loosen the SSD screws from behind, and then that gave me a little bit of clearance so I can plug the SSD. Now, there are other things that I'm complaining about. The rubber grommets are already peeling off after just a couple of minutes of putting cables in. But of course, that's easy to fix. The main issue here is that one of the rubber grommets that I would put, you would normally put the motherboard power in, the 24-pin motherboard power, it's too small for the motherboard, the 24-pin power cable. So I had to go from behind, or plug the cable the reverse way. So plug it from inside the case towards the back of it. The wire on the 120 or 140 millimeter fans over here, I do have to admit that I thank Tecware for the fans, but the wires on those fans are very hard to cable manage. They're super short. And as you can see, they are sticking out a little bit out of those, routing holes that I put them through. I had to bend the cable really, really hard so that it would reach the part where it goes onto the not the grommet, the fan header. But overall, if you just if you ignore all those things, this looks like an amazing clean setup, amazing build. And you could probably add a water cooling solution here, like 280 millimeter, I think, water cooling radiator in front here, and there's enough space there. It looks super clean once you put everything together and put the tempered glass on there. But there's just kind of small things that really bug you, and I really do hope you only build on this thing once or twice. You never want to work on this multiple times. One thing I have to mention also, the SSD mounting solution, as terrible as it is, there are no other options. And also, the only option you can do is mount it behind the case, which means you have to remove the fans first, because you can't get to the screw holes behind the fans without removing these 120 or 140 millimeter fans. It really ruins the aesthetic of the build, because now you have a green colored SSD label on your really clean black and white setup. Everything else is super duper clean. The black, the white, it's like a nice Stormtrooper build actually, and I didn't even mean it to be that way, except for the green thing on the SSD. That's kind of blah. For 2,000 pesos, I'm not gonna complain, but this is not something I really want to be building on very often. I don't want to unmount that SSD more than a couple of times. I don't want to keep removing these fans from the fan header, because they're so delicate, and the way I put them in there is so tight and delicate that it's gonna be annoying. So there you go, that's the Tecware Nexus tempered glass case. Only 2,000 pesos. You do get 3 extra fans, the tempered glass, and it looks super duper clean. Thanks for watching. My name is Alex. If you like this content, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.